Look at this straight ahead. Bunch of bollards. Ball bollards. Hey there, BikeBlogger here. Going for a lunch ride. "20 miles an hour. On Manchester Road in downtown Maplewood, Missouri. Heading east. "25 miles per hour, 27. Might be getting a little draft off of this car in front of me. Not working real hard though, I'm just sort of coasting. 27. Today we're going to the park. I think we'll go to Tower Grove Park. I'm gonna make a right up here. Not waiting for the light. Let's go around here. Cut through the parking lot. Pretty dangerous. You gotta be careful cutting around parking lots. There's a lot of traffic movements going on. I'm gonna make a right onto this road here. There we go. Goes the train. Train, train, train. Woo! I'm gonna make a left up here. Didn't make the light, unfortunately. Trying to get my bike on the thing here. Oh. There we go. It's a little bit of a light there. Heading eastbound here. We're going eastbound toward the interstate. 24.8 miles per hour. Alright, there's a little bike lane up here. We'll go ahead and get in it. I'm gonna go a slightly different way though. I'm not gonna go straight. I saw that you could go right up here, adjacent to the highway. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. 17 miles per hour. Let's go a little slow here. right, up the hill we go. We're gonna make a right here. There we go. Nice and quiet. I'm gonna take this up to Arsenal. I've been going sort of a roundabout way here. One of the roads, they're doing a lot of sewer work, Southwest Avenue, the Maplewood City border, and woo! Hey, drink some water. And had to go all the way around that. And I mean, even BikeBlogger doesn't like riding with a lot of, you know, fast-moving traffic, you know, distracted drivers and all that. I do when I have to, though. I'm gonna go up to Arsenal here. I keep saying Arsenal. Arsenal is a road. Didn't figure that one out yet. Arsenal is a road, and make a right onto Hoffman here. And they have like these sharrows. I did a video on that. Shared lane markings. Basically just letting cars know that bicyclists do use this road. Sometimes, at least, you know. We're gonna make a left onto Arsenal here. I'm gonna cross over the interstate highway. It's nice and quiet right now. Let's get going. And it looks like they actually have a bike lane here. It's not really a bike lane, it's just saying, hey cyclist, you can go ahead and ride in the shoulder. A lot of crap in the shoulder, so you gotta watch out for that. And there's people parked in it, obviously, up ahead. I'm gonna get to this intersection and signal to get over here. Whew. Nice pace, 20 miles per hour. .21 miles per hour. I'm gonna get off Arsenal soon because I know this intersection up ahead is really slow. So I wanna avoid it if I can. So I don't wanna sit at a light for like 2 or 3 minutes. I think it's this one, maybe it's the next intersection. I think it's the one that intersects Hampton Avenue. In any case, I'm gonna make a right here on the Tam. See where this takes me. One way, I can't go left there. I think I'm gonna take this down to Filer, is that how you pronounce it? F-Y-L-E-R. I think that's what's down here. We'll find out. Smiley. Just past Smiley. Exploring my city because I don't really know where I am. This is a weird intersection. So I guess I come up here and then I get on the road. Whew. All right, I'm gonna just cross over this big street. over to here. See where this takes us. Scanlan or something like that. Nice residential streets. Do not enter. So that's one way. Doesn't look like this is one way though, so let's go up here. I think this is just gonna take me back up to that larger road though, which is fine. Probably should just stick to the main roads. It might just be faster. Juanetta, the four-way stop. A lot of neat old brick buildings. Now which way? I don't think I want to go further south, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. That looks like a fast-moving road up there, so we'll get up there. Hampton Avenue. All right. Climb up here. Very wide lane here, so I can go ahead and get over to the right. This is so wide they could add a bike lane right here, but there's cars parked along here, of course. And now I'll make a right onto Arsenal, so we avoided that stoplight. Shouldn't zigzag in and out between parked cars. Getting back over. Do. Pretty wide lane. I'm gonna move over to the right. Just to be courteous, you shouldn't go out of your way though to be nice to people. People like that often get walked all over or run over. Not gonna make that light unless I was going 60 miles an hour. It's okay. I'm gonna get over. So if someone wants to go right, they can go right. Whew. Almost to the park now. I'll let this truck behind me go in front of me. Gotta slow down though. There's a sedan behind me too, so I'll let him go. I'll get behind him. It's all about negotiating traffic. Timing is everything too. This guy pulling out. I wanted to go a different way to the park, but I think I'm on Arsenal, so of course I'm going the way I've gone before in the past. That's all right. Going to Tower Grove Park today. Go straight. Watch out for the storm drains. I've seen two other bicyclists pass me going the other way. I should probably wave to some of them. They both had blue shirts on, and I actually have sort of a blue aqua shirt on right now. Must be the favored color of bicyclists around here or something. Blue shirt day. See what's going on behind me? Nobody behind me. I'm gonna ease my way over. Stop here. You can maybe see there's a bike lane over there going the other direction. All right. This is dangerous. Watch out for that door zone. Make a right here. I'm gonna explore back in here a little bit. Yellow car. Let's make a left. No stop sign. Alright. They got some big old bollards. I don't want cars going through there, but I could probably bring my bike through. One of the advantages of having a bike, although where does it go? It doesn't look like the best of roads back in here. Looks pretty dangerous actually. My road bike. Slow it down. Now see this here? Transition from gravel to pavement or to concrete. That's what caused me to get a dozen stitches on my chin one time. Be very careful. So where does this go? It's an alleyway. Let's get up over this. Nice and quiet back here. BikeBlogger is not an alley cat, even though we're riding down an alley here. Let's go a little slow. This is a pretty sketchy looking. Okay, this is a road here. Back in the neighborhood a little. No stop signs at a oh, they got a stop sign going the other way. Let's go straight. Pretty quiet back in here. I make a left at this intersection, I think. Head back toward the park. I'm on Alfredo or something. Like the noodles, I guess. Maybe it's just Alfred, I don't know. Stop sign. That mailman has been waiting there for a while. There's a lot of cars coming, so just trying to watch that mailman, see what he's up to. A few more cars. One more car. Regular. There we go. So there's like a bike lane here apparently. Bike lane on both sides of Arsenal, right next to the park. Park is to my right there. Gotta find a way to get up into the park though. Oh, I just missed it too. Guess I could have gone up in over there. Well, this is where I usually jump into the park. I go real slow here. Ah, there we go. Alright, we're in the park now. Sort of on a walkway here. Just telling you guys, don't ride on the sidewalk. All right, here we go. Cut through there. Just gonna sort of screw around in here. Drink some water. So we are now in Tower Grove Park. What I think I'd actually like to do is go out of the park somewhere over there to the right and go past Missouri Botanical Garden. It's a really awesome garden, outdoor garden. But you can't get inside, you know, with a bike, so we won't be going inside. But I can ride around outside. There's just a bunch of gates, but you know, whatever. So I gotta find my way there. Is this a one-way road? Yeah, this is a one-way road. All right, I thought I could go the opposite way around this park, but apparently you can't. So we'll just go this way. Part of the park, at least, is one way, I know. Let's go counterclockwise here. .22 miles per hour. Can't go super fast. There's speed bumps everywhere. You sort of cut under a tree here. Back past that speed bump again. It feels like there's some spots where there used to be speed bumps, but they removed them. Maybe someone saw my video, realize how ridiculous it is with all these. Nah, probably not. Here was another speed bump. It's nice though, it slows traffic down a little, I guess. Traffic calming devices are nice. Probably the reason why this Road doesn't really get plowed very much. Snow plows can't really go over that. All right, we're coming up on a road. I'm gonna make a left on the road. Let's sneak past this speed bump here. Actually, I'm tempted to get off the road and go on a little trail back there. Maybe next time. I'm gonna make a left here. Waving that guy on. This is actually a four-way intersection in a way. So everyone is supposed to stop in all directions, but can't trust people. I gotta yield to the roundabout, folks. All right. Wow, this road is horrible. I'm gonna go out over here. I'm gonna go straight. I'm not sure if this is exactly the way I wanted to go, but let's go ahead and do it. Passing Magnolia, and didn't get to see what road I'm on. It's in a bike lane though. Botanical to my right. All right, I'm on Tower Grove Avenue. If I keep going straight, I should reach the Central West End and the other park, big park in St. Louis called Forest Park. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I just stay on the bike lane here for a little bit, take it easy. City cycling. City cycling. Watch out for the door zone. Not sure what road that is straight ahead. We'll find out though. There's actually a pretty neat looking residential street back there. It was really well tree lined. I'll have to show you it sometime. Some neat little communities back here in South St. Louis City. Where am I going? Where am I going? Shaw Road. Let's go ahead and make a right on the Shaw Road, because I don't want to wait at the stoplight. Still heading east. I think the Missouri Botanical Garden was behind me, back the other way. Oh well. One way. Let's keep going straight. Getting lost. Getting lost. Make a left here. Sasha's Wine Bar. Look at this straight ahead. Bunch of bollards. Ball bollards. We'll go ahead and go straight here, I guess. What are we on? We're on Thurman and Botanical. Let's cut through here. This looks sort of new. So we're passing under Highway 44, I guess. I'm not really sure. Into the other side of the railroad tracks. Doesn't look so great over here. Let's go straight. Explore a little further back in here. Horrible road though. Let's make a left. No, let's go straight. Nobody behind me. There's some new properties and some old properties. Gotta go straight again. The thing about those bollards that we passed, not good for emergency vehicles. Let's make a left. Folsom. Because, let's make a right actually. Because, you know, if there's an emergency and a ambulance has to get through, let's make a U-turn. I'm gonna have to start getting back to work here, so I need to start heading back west, I think. It's been fun while it lasted. Stop. Oh. Climbing a little bit of a hill here. Wonder if that's like Kings Highway up there or something. Or not, it's probably Tower Grove Avenue again. Whew. 19 miles an hour. Make a right here. What do we do here? I'm gonna get behind regular traffic. And then I'll get in the bike lane. I don't feel like getting squeezed between cars. Okay. Tower Grove Avenue is what we're on. Just crossed Vandevender. Get back in the traffic lane. Share the road. This is Vista. Like Windows Vista, I guess. Still on Tower Grove Avenue. This one is Norfolk. All right. I must say, cyclists waste like 40% of their energy. This is Swan. 40% of their energy stopping for all these stop signs. Stop here. I feel like I want to make a left. Manchester. Alright, I know where I am. I'm in the Grove. I don't rant very much. I gotta say something though here. There was a guy behind me, just back there. He honked his horn. Obviously not at me. He was honking at the people in front of me that weren't moving because there was a mailman crossing the road. So they obviously couldn't go. And and when you do that and you're right behind a cyclist and you honk your horn like that, you're being sort of a jerk, because honestly that startles most cyclists, and unless you want to run over a cyclist and get thrown in jail for manslaughter, you ought not do that. Oh. Letting all the people go right around me. There you go. That's the way you do it. Now, what do I mean by don't ride in the gutter? Well, we're not exactly in the gutter. Basically, you don't want to ride on the far edge of the road. I should probably move more toward the white line here, because you don't give yourself any room to maneuver around sharp rocks and manhole covers, sewer grates, all that good stuff. And if you don't have a way you can maneuver right or left, especially to the right, then you could run up against the curb. And if you hit a street curb that's, elevated, a curb, a piece of, a part of the roadway that's elevated above the rest of the roadway, and you hit right up against it, it's like falling into the rails when you cross train tracks, and there's almost no way out of it. I mean, there's almost no escape. It's happened to me once before and I fell. Thankfully, I fell into the grass on the right rather than on the concrete on the left. This was years ago, before I started commuting by bike, really. Just when I was riding around on the road, screwing around, like today. Watch out for all this gravel. Anyway, I don't know how I can't really tell you how to get out of a situation like that. If someone wants to share some tips, please do. I'm just gonna wait here. Usually I get in the traffic lane at an intersection. So how would you get yourself out of that situation? If you run up against a road curb, geez, I don't know. I mean, you want to try to keep control of the bike. Don't brake fast. Probably don't brake fast. I'd have to do my own research on that. I imagine there's two ways of getting out of it. Either a very quick reaction and, you know, yank the bike out of it, or just follow it through. Probably follow it through for most people. Just, you know, the road curb's going to tell you where you're going to go. You don't have a choice in the matter. You run up against the road curb, you better follow the curb, because if you try to move away from it, your wheel, you know, your steering, it'll bump against it and you're just going to fall right away. So my advice would be to try to ride it out a little bit. Depending on how tall the curb is, you may want to keep your pedals at 3 and 6 if you can, like when you're riding on a mountain bike, so you don't clip the pedal on the curb, you know, on a downstroke. It's really an all-around bad situation, though, I will admit to that. That's for sure. I've run up a curb, run into a road curb. You know, I'm talking about parallel with the road curb. I've run parallel into a road curb twice that I can remember. One time, like I said, I fell in the grass in the divide next to the road curb. And another time, I was able to get out of it. I just rode it through. I think I sort of lucked out. Woo! City cycling. City cycling. What term do I like more? Seems like a lot of people, especially in other countries, like to call bicycling cycling. And you could also call it biking or bicycling. I don't really like the term bicycling, even though it's extremely accurate. I prefer the more you know, the more shortened version, the nickname or whatever, just simply cycling over bicycling. I probably like cycling and biking about the same. Obviously, I'm not cycling blogger. I'm not sure what that guy was doing. Something related to the road work. He's taking a measurement of the... something to do with the sewer. A lot of wind out here. We're going like 19 miles per hour. Good steady pace here. I noticed in some of my videos they're pretty shaky camera work. I apologize for that. The shakiness is pretty much all contributed to my body swinging around. To ride most efficiently, you don't want to be wobbling around on the bike. You want to be stiff almost. You want to have a little bit of elasticity to your body, but you do want to be pretty stiff though. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, being stiff on a bike. I guess that came out okay. 4, 3, 2, 1, yellow light. Alright, moving over now. So you want to be pretty stiff on the bike. The wobbling though, that can also be very much attributed to a poor bike fit. It could be, I guess I'll go straight. It's probably, if you're really wobbling around, it's probably because you don't have your saddle raised high enough. Water. Or your handlebars are raised too high. So your reach, your stretch is too short. You're too cramped on the bike. Even though it can feel more comfortable for longer rides, it really isn't, I don't think. And all right, let's get some speed going. Just so we can slow down. Ho 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 ho. It's funny how the cars are actually following closer to each other than I am to the cars. And bicyclists, as long as your reaction time is about the same, bicyclists, as long as you know what you're doing, can stop faster, 23.8 miles per hour, can stop faster than a car. So you just got so much less weight to stop. Whew. Schlafly Bottle Works over there. Brewing company, local. Oh. Almost fell down there. Watch that wheel. Alright. Woo! Thanks for watching. Oh. Ow. Whoa. Don't do that.